Greetings, people who really like the accordion. Hard to believe I actually have an accordion in this video. So today I'd like to show you the chords that I use for the song called Lili Marlene. Now this song has, the title has several different spellings and several different pronunciations, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just speaking it as you would say it in English, Lili Marlene. All right, because the song was performed in the English language and German, all right, the original. So there are many different spellings and pronunciations, so we're not worried about that. I'm here to show you chords. All right. So what happened was a man named Hans Leip in 1915 wrote a poem. Many years later, a German man, another German man named Norbert Schultz, put music to it, 1938. So you had your poem, your music, and you had your song. Now, they kind of couldn't decide on a name for a while, so they finally decided to just use Lili Marlene. And in 1939, a German woman named Lili Anderson performed it, made a recording, and it sold quite well. And then in 1945, Marlene Dietrich, a German woman who traveled all over the world, she was known all throughout the world, she did another version. It was very popular. So by then the song was established. Like I said, even though the title was spelled differently, and even though people pronounced it differently. Okay? Now the song itself can be played in its simplest form with 3 or 4 chords. Just easy chords, okay? And the song also could be played very elaborately. If you go on the internet, there's hundreds of different versions. So I tried to choose something that's kind of in between, in the middle. So I chose these chords. Alright? You have C, D minor 7, G7. Then you have here a G with an F bass, E minor 7, A dominant 7, D minor 7. And that's about it, really. Alright? It's not that complicated. But I chose a song because it's very simple, and yet I think it's one of the most beautiful songs ever written. Now, if you can't see this perfectly as I'm playing, I show you my handy charts so you can see it clearly. The D minor 7, we'll use the D bass, F major chord button. This G chord with the F bass, we'll use an F bass, the G major chord button. And then later on I'll show you a C major 9. It's a C bass, C major chord button, and G major chord button. Then there's your F chord with the G bass. That's just an F major button and a G bass. So those are some chords that are not that complicated. And you've seen these before in my other videos. All right, then you have 2 more. And I play them like this. For your E minor 7, I use an E counterbass and a G major chord button. And then for the A dominant 7, I use an A counterbass and the E diminished 7 chord button. Because when I show chords for the accordion, I use my own system. I didn't invent it, but I'm the only one I know that uses it. I use all 5 fingers for the left hand. All 5 fingers. Not 3, not 4, 5. You can see my other videos. So let's run over this. And remember, when I do my videos, I'm not an expert on the right hand. I just use a basic melody enough to get by. I'm focusing on the chords, okay? So the song goes like this. It's kind of a 1-verse song. It just repeats over and over. Okay, here we go. Okay, that was these first 2 rows of chords. Now I'll show you that up close in case you're a beginner. It's C major. Then you go to your D minor 7. minor 7, D minor 7, D minor 7, G7, again, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble holding this thing close to the phone. Hold on, try it again. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. This is very difficult because my phone is very tiny. Okay, now we go to the next little part. F. Then an F bass with a G major chord button. That's an E counter bass with a G major chord button. It's an E minor 7. Then the A counter bass with the pinky. And then the E diminished 7 button with the thumb. Let's try it again. I know this is very, very weird, but I'm going to do the F. Then the F with the G major chord button. Then I keep that button right there, and I just move to the E counter bass. That's your E minor 7. Then the pinky grabs the A. And then the E diminished 7 chord button. And you get your A dominant 7. Now, if you're not familiar with my videos, it sounds a little weird. We'll do it again. F. Again. Then it goes to D minor 7, G7, C major. Then that A dominant 7 again in the same position. See? And that's it. That's the whole song. Let's do it again. Now I'll just show you the chords as I'm playing. I won't show you this, all right? That's sloppy, but like I said, I have a teeny tiny phone here, and sometimes I can't even see what I'm showing you. So let's try it again. Ready? Again. Catch that? These are the chords I just played. I played these through. It's basically all one big verse. It's kind of a verse-chorus combination. It's simple, but it's absolutely beautiful. Once you get into the song, you listen to it and get into the essence of the song, you'll discover, first of all, it was beautiful songwriting on the part of the man who put the music to it. And second of all, this is what I wanted to tell you. There's some things in here that are really, really beautiful. And here's one of them. When you're playing this, all right, watch this. I'll point this out. Now right there at that point, all right, you're playing a C major chord here, and you're playing a major third here, the E. And the next chord on your list is, goes from C, and the melody goes from that E to A, which is the third in the F major. Here's your C, E in the melody, then you go to F, major chord, A in the melody. That is absolutely beautiful. What happens is in the chords, you're going from C to F, but in the melody you're going from E to A. In the chords you're moving up a perfect 4 to the F, and in the melody you're moving up a perfect 4 in the melody from E to A. You have a movement of perfect 4 in both melody and chord, and that is really the crux of the song. That is so beautiful. You see here when you go from your C to your F, that's where you get your super sweetness. And I love sweetness in music. I strive for it. Because you know in the accordion you can only do so much. This is a non-sustaining instrument. You can't get those sustaining tones like a piano or a guitar, so you really have to work at sweetness. You really have to work it. You have to think it through. So here we had that chord, C to F, perfect 4, interval. And then in the melody we have the same thing, E to A. And that's how we got that sweetness. All right? Now let's do it again. Let me show you. Right here. See how it goes there from C to F? It's beautiful. Now, when I played that, watch. Okay? When I went from that, this is theoretically important for anybody who likes theory. When I went from F to the G chord with the F bass, all right? In reality, all right, I did this, I play this because I like it. But in reality, if you're building your chord system, if you're building your chord setup like this, you would intuitively not go to the chord I play. You would go to a B minor 7 with a diminished 5. That's the logical progression of chords. You would go from this to that F, and you would go to this, not this. All right? Now, let me show you. Ordinarily, you would naturally, when you're writing this, using my chord selection, you would go... You would go to F major, to B minor 7 with diminished 5. See, that's how you would do it. You would not, I play this. So I play this. Then I go to the E minor 7. Okay, and I'll tell you why. If you go from your C to your F, like I showed you, that perfect 4 interval, right? And then if you follow logically to your B flat, your B minor 7 with the diminished 5, what you're doing is you're first moving an interval of a perfect 4th, okay? Which is beautiful. That's the crux of the song. But if you go ahead then, right after that, and you jump an augmented 4 interval. See, if you go from a perfect 4 jump in your chords to an augmented 4, you ruin it. You see, on the accordion, you can only get so much sound out of the accordion. All right? So I don't use the logical B minor 7 with the diminished 5. That's this. use this. Because on the accordion, I don't want to go. It just kind of ruins it. See how nice that is? So that's why I chose that. Now, if you're concerned about theory and you like my theory in my videos, let me just show you this. This chord, I decided not to use this because I don't like that jump to the B, right? Here you have your B bass and your chord tones in this chord. But the way I do it, all right, you have your G chord with your F bass. So you see, when doing it my way, you still get the B, you still get the flavor, and you still get the sweetness, but you don't have the B in the bass. All right, that's what I've been trying to tell you. You don't have the B in the bass. All right, I know that took long, but it's very important theoretically to explain why I use these chords, which are logical, and then here you see I deviated from the logic. I deviated. So I wanted to explain that. Now, on the ending, let's just show the ending. Okay, now that's the regular way. C. Da 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 da. Right here, this first C and the last line of music, all right, last line of chords. What you can do is, instead of that C, all right, da 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 da, you can throw an A minor in for some more sweetness. All right, watch this. Instead of C, you can throw in the, let's see, A counter bass, the C major chord button. Again. And then. You understand that? Da 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 da. Regular with the C, or for sweetness, da 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 da. A minor. And on your chord chart, the A minor, you'd substitute it for this C. You'd substitute it, put it right in here. All right? You follow me on that? And the only other thing, I know I'm running long, I apologize. The only other thing is, for the ending, for the extra ending, after you play the song through the whole way, you can do a little ending here, a little nice little thing. You do this. This is that C major 9, C bass, C major button, and G major button. And the next chord is an F chord, major with a G bass. Again. Da, da. You repeat that, then you end it with that. Now watch this. You played your song the whole way through. Let's do the end. Then the extra ending. It's just nice and sweet. I'll run through it one more time, then I'll go. apologize for taking so long. That's my rendition of Lili Marlene. I hope you play it because it's beautiful. Good night.